And we're live, folks. Hey, everybody. Welcome into the Week 8 Sit Start Show. We got a few of us on the show today. Myself, we have Mike, we have Aaron. And if you want to know which one Aaron is, I'll just let you guess. I think you could figure out who it is. We have SC. But yeah, we're kicking this week off. How's your guys' week going? You guys excited for Week 8?
Yeah, ready to watch some football, ready to watch the Steelers continue to win in the ugliest way possible. So,
yeah, but after the bye-apocalypse last week, it's good to have no one on bye this week. You know,
oh yeah,
if you want. So
I gotta say, fuck this. I gotta say, I can't breathe. I can't talk. I gotta say, I love you just saying fuck it and leaning into the stereotype there, SC. Just right into the luchador wrestling.
That's good stuff. I like the little Texan thing on top too, so it's like themed. It's like, yeah, I got prepared. Yes, absolutely. I was at like what was it, Fred Meyer yesterday, and they had this little like jacket thing, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. That's like what Arthur Smith wears. I was like, fuck, I got a hat. We'll print it out. Like, let's go with it. Hey, hi there. You want to join? You can take it. I know you want to see everybody.
I was on my ranking screen and I'm like, who the fuck is he talking to? And I switched over.
Yeah, my daughter just pops up out of nowhere. I'm watching her today. My wife's working, and then I'm watching her tonight. So like, she will probably make an appearance on our recap show tonight. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Nice.
Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, got to make it work, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
All right, we have no major inactives here. Deshaun Watson, that's about it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything, honestly. I'm looking, which is nice. We have a full slate of players and no injuries, and like
pick anybody you want.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of difficult questions to answer.
Right, exactly. It makes it like that much harder this week where you have all your top guys. Like I was listening on a couple shows, and it's like, all right, I have all of these top 10, 20 wide receivers, like 5 of them. Pick 2. It's like, well, all right.
All right.
So with Watson being out, though, you are trying to move him if you have him, right? You're like, we're over him.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with that.
I'm trying to post questions in the comments so we can answer them, but this is a new computer because I fried mine. As you can see, I'm in my kid's room on his brand new computer. So I went to post in the comments, which is why I'm not running the stream, and I have to apparently register first. I have to connect my accounts. Oh, and then it fucking came up as 6 different ones.
Hey, there we go. We got some comments.
Why did it come up 5 times as the same?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Like,
wow, 5 comments.
And then he goes, hey, look at that. We're busy. Okay. All right. So are you guys starting Mostert or Pollard this week?
Ooh.
Why is that happening? All right, you guys answer the questions. I'm working on technical difficulties here of why I just said what the fuck 5 times in the chat.
Oh, too funny. Like for me, Pollard? Yeah, good. Yeah.
No, go ahead. I was reiterating.
I mean, if Mostert's healthy, he's just been incredible. Like he's been like the RB3 on the season. The interesting thing is like Pollard gets the Rams defense, so I know that sounds promising and all of that. He's been super inefficient. So like I'm going to roll with Mostert that he's healthy. Like where are you guys at between the two of these?
It's a true toss-up because you have Mostert going against New England, and that's a divisional battle, right? And those are always Chuck and New England. For some reason, can always have their number just at any given time. So it could be a Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle type of game. But Pollard, I feel he's been one of the more constants in Dallas. I think he's maybe the safer play, but Mostert definitely gives you the higher ceiling.
I agree.
Hey, Aaron, I think I know why. So at the bottom of the screen, do you have like
there's a button that should be able to click and say which you're streaming from all? It's not for me. I'm not on my normal computer. I only have one thing, and it's the Mad Science Lab, and there's no option to remove other accounts. I've had this issue before and just changed it. I have no idea. So you guys can find questions because I've lost my mind today with all the technical issues.
I'll grab some.
But so I think it's Pollard is definitely the floor play. His role's more defined. Mostert, he's coming off of an ankle injury. Jeff Wilson's back. We don't know how that running back split's going to go, but I love ceilings. I'm a ceiling fan for Halloween. Let's put in Mostert, run for the ceiling.
And myself, Arthur Smith, I love a nice timeshare committee. So we love what we're seeing out of Mostert and all those guys. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Let's flip to some wide receivers. I think this is actually an interesting one. We have Zay Flowers this week, or we got Jordan Addison. Where are you guys leaning between the two of those?
This one's pretty easy for me. Flowers is the better matchup, so I'm just going to plug Flowers in. I think that he's going to eat today. It's going to be just a funky game against Arizona where Lamar could very easily throw for 300 yards by accident.
What the ceiling fan says checks out. I agree.
I think, you can Zay Flower, he does get consistent targets, but I'm not mad at someone to start Addison either against Green Bay. He's the guy there right now with Jefferson being out. So I just think Flowers will probably get more targets, more looks, and probably find the end zone, a couple times maybe. We'll see.
It's really hard to take him seriously talking through that mask.
I think it looks good.
It looks like a Pokemon. There's a Pokemon on the screen talking to you.
Yeah.
You just hope it doesn't get out of control, like in the game, like they don't get too big of a lead, so then they kind of just derail off of the Flowers game plan. Like that's the only, I think, negative thing for him. But he's gonna see good looks against one of the worst secondaries in the league. So yeah, I'm with you on Flowers.
But Buda Baker is back, so we might have Buda Baker on him. So
yeah,
there's that too, right? So the nice thing about Flowers is he plays all over the field, right? So they can do it in the slot, they can line him outside, they can line him inside, they can put him in motion. So yeah, it's like wheels up. Yep. Oh, this is such a gross sit start. It's like 3 guys I don't want to start this week. It's like we have Dameon Pierce in a timeshare with just the offense.
Actually, Madison has the third best. Go ahead.
And then Derrick Henry, right? It's like you don't know what that role is going to look like. If they get behind significantly, then in comes Tajay Spears. So
it's funny because it's Pierce is the second best matchup, Madison's the third best matchup, and Henry's the second worst. I still think I like Henry the most. I don't care. Damn the matchups.
Yeah. Oh man, I think I'm starting Henry and Madison from that list.
I'm starting Pierce.
But yeah, they're all gross options for different reasons.
Yeah, because last week, not last week, the week before the bye, Singletary really dove into that workload. He carved out a significant chunk of work. So if that's going to continue, and also the OC, Bobby Slowick was saying Pierce really doesn't fit their offensive scheme. So that's a problem on top of it too. So I don't know.
You don't want to hear that publicly.
No, exactly. So it's he's just not the right kind of running back for that scheme, which, sucks for him. So yeah, I think I would go Madison over Pierce and then start Henry as well.
Carolina's defense is gonna continue to get worse too. They put Jeremy Chin on IR.
Yeah, so it's a good matchup for them at least. All right, let's do this one. Ooh, we got a question in the comments. All right, so Joe Burrow, CJ Stroud, and I guess this is 2 leagues, so it might be assumption. So it'd be Joe Burrow or CJ Stroud, and then on the other side it would be Derek Carr or Russell Wilson. Who are you guys starting between those 2 players?
Stroud and Carr or Russ. 1 second.
Did you guys see the snow on the ground in Denver? I'm going to start Carr from those 2 options.
I did.
It looks rough.
Stroud
it's between. Yeah. Burrow is so interesting. He's just so freaking good. But he's playing San Francisco, so you kind of have to knock him down a little bit because he's back to himself. And
that's why I went Stroud, because he's playing San Francisco. And I'd rather the guy playing Carolina without Jeremy Chin than the guy playing San Francisco. And then Russ has the worst matchup in the snow. It's a middle-of-the-pack matchup for Carr against a crappy Colts secondary, so I'm going Stroud and Carr.
Yeah, because the Chiefs' defense has been good too, so I would go Carr as well. So that's multiple things working against Russell Wilson. He's just going to have multiple turnovers in this game. So yeah,
the fact that he's Russell Wilson is what's working against Russell Wilson.
So it's the trifecta of bad player, bad situation, good defense. It's
yeah.
So yeah, I think we're all kind of in consensus with Derek Carr and CJ Stroud on that one, which never thought I would be at this point in the season. I would be CJ Stroud ahead of Joe Burrow, but here we are.
Yeah.
I traded CJ Stroud for Joe Burrow this week.
Ooh, that is spicy. I'm assuming that's a redraft, right?
Dynasty.
Oh yeah, you get Joe Burrow, right? It's yeah, absolutely. What was the trade?
Stroud in a first.
Yeah,
but I'm going for it. I'm in first right now, so
yeah.
4-minute downs.
That's actually a good question. Let me check.
Play
I'm
Smith.
going to probably play Downs. Actually, I think.
Eight downs. We don't know what Roshan's going to do with Foreman. You
Mhm.
know, is he going to be
Yeah.
a big threat to him? I mean, Foreman, if he gets the workload, he could definitely be dominant. But if Roshan has any kind of impact on there, his volume just goes down. So Downs looks to be a consistent target right now for Minshew going in there. So I mean, I think that has a higher ceiling for you right now.
Foreman's the floor, but Downs is the ceiling. I love
Yes,
ceilings.
love it, baby.
I love ceilings.
Yeah, and New Orleans is running a lot of too high coverage, and if you looked at the stats, both Nico and Downs. Nico. Sorry, wrong team. I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll just skip that because I was talking about the wrong team.
All
So
right.
yeah, never mind. I was talking about Houston for a second. I was like, wait, what am I talking about? I had Nico on the brain. All right.
Expert analysis around here.
You like that? Yeah, just
Yep.
confusing myself, throwing it off there. All right, let's go to this one right here. I'm personally gonna go Addison. Are you guys taking Olave or Addison?
Addison. I don't know what's going on in New Orleans, but it doesn't look great.
You know the squeaky wheel narrative where normally they're like, hey, there's a player that's calling for the ball and they want it.
Yeah.
Olave has whatever the opposite of that is, where he's actively fighting his quarterback. So Addison.
Yeah, Derek Carr just he's just like addicted to freaking checkdowns with Alvin Kamara, and he can't get rid of it. It's just wild to watch. Like,
Or he throws the ball
out.
out. Or he throws the ball out of bounds and then gets mad at Olave for it.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't even close, and he's like, where are you going?
I think this is the rare case where Addison has the higher ceiling and the higher floor
Yep.
between the two, just with what's going on, which is crazy to think of.
Yep.
Woo, baby.
No, it's just me. Those 10 comments are just me putting 2 comments in that are for some reason duplicating 5 times. So
I love that.
I do too. It's really awesome.
All right, so I'm assuming this is Devonta Smith, Aaron.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So like I'm probably gonna play. I'm just gonna keep rolling with Smith and the talent over Deontay, and then I'm gonna I'll go Waddle, Devonta Smith, and Deontay. Those would be my rankings of the 3 of those wide receivers. Are you guys agreeing with that, or are you different on those?
I think I agree. The only thing, like Deontay's back in like another week healthy, so he's going to have a pretty high reception total. Whether or not that turns into any number of yards that are useful, good question.
Yeah. Like I know he's a really talented player.
I might move Devontae with Waddle. I mean, that's very hard. You got 2 good quarterbacks there throwing to both of them, but I don't know. I mean, Tyreek Hill has just been balling, right? I mean, I know Waddle's had some good games too, but Smitty hasn't been doing what he, did last year either by far. But I think for this week, I might go him just a little bit. They might kind of boil down on AJB a little bit more. They kind of got dominated by them a couple weeks ago, so we might see a different week, and it might be a Smitty week. So I'm gonna go Smitty, Waddle, and then Deontay here.
Yeah, I think Waddle was dealing with that injury and it was kind of under the radar a lot. And now that he's finally healthy, he's more emerged into the role we kind of expected him to be, where his usage increased. I think last week he was closer to 30% target share, something like that. So that's more what we expect of him. And yeah, it's at some point the squeaky wheel game's got to hit for Devonta. So you hope it hits. It's just I'll kind of want to see it before I'm putting it over Waddle.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then let's rank these 3 players. So Waddle, Pickens, or Higgins, and this is just a fun cluster of guys because they all seem very similar.
Yeah. Give me Waddle as the floor play, Pickens and Higgins as the ceilings play. But as we know, give me Pickens.
Who are the Bengals playing?
San Francisco.
San Fran.
Yeah.
Man, that's I think Waddle, Pickens, Higgins. I mean, it's just the Bengals have just looked rough, right? Yeah, I just don't know what's going to be happening. And the 49ers are one of the best defenses in the league. So this one's until I see it for Higgins consecutively, and that Joe Burrow comes out and just balls consecutively and just looks great. I think Higgins is passing compared to these 2 right now.
If I'm chasing ceiling, I'm just gonna shoot for Pickens and see how this goes with him because he's been really good in that offense, and he has by far the worst quarterback. But honestly, he's seen a ton of targets. So until it changes up with him, I'm putting him over Higgins. I can't put him above Waddle. That's where I kind of no, I can't go that far with him. Fair. But yeah, you could go either one of those guys, and I would be yep, it makes sense to me. Higgins is just a clear third, which sucks for Higgins, but that's where he's at. All right, Burrow or Cousins? Yeah, actually, I'm curious. Yeah,
Burrow, but I think I'd still rather Cousins.
I think Cousins this week.
yeah, it makes sense.
Cousins.
It's like Green Bay. It's weird, but yeah, like
I have Burrow higher by my projections, 10 and 13.
yeah, they're close. Like I could go either way on these. I'll probably just trust Burrow, but I mean Cousins has been so good all year, and he gets a much easier matchup than say Burrow does. So like that's the thing. You can kind of just roll with Cousins. He seems safe. I think Burrow might be the ceiling play, but I think Cousins is the floor play in this matchup actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's a fun one. Is anybody going to play Gardner Minshew over Trevor Lawrence this week?
No.
Yeah, that's where I was kind of thinking. I was hoping somebody would take it. I was like, ooh, just go with it. Let's hear it. I think you're getting a little too cute when you go like this far down, right? Like I mean, so like Minshew might throw it 50 times, but he might also have 4 interceptions. Like that's kind of the Gardner Minshew roller coaster ride you're going to get. So like you just kind of have to buckle up, and if you're playing him, you get this massive range of outcomes where he can give you 5 points or he can give you 25. You just don't know how this game's going to go. It's all turnovers with him. So yeah, like I'm definitely playing T-Law over Minshew. What else go to?
That one's. I'm trying to think of a scenario where I would take Minshew, but I don't think I would right now. T-Law.
No, and like it really hasn't worked out very well for T-Law. He struggled, but like you kind of just have to trust T-Law, I think.
But you know he has the weapons compared to Minshew. You know Minshew has some good weapons with T-Law. You know right now he has some great weapons all around. So
I will say Shane Steichen's maybe the best like play caller schemer in the NFL at the moment. Like the way he's helping that offense succeed, like boost them entirely. That's why Downs has been so good. Like he's featuring Downs. It's so yeah, like I could see it, but I'm just not gonna go that far with it. All right, for tight ends, we have George Kittle playing against Cincy, or we got Dalton Schultz. Is anybody going to do that?
I'm allergic to Dalton Schultz, so no thank you.
You gotta play Kittle. He's been balling right now.
He could be the tight end 1, and I still wouldn't. He's had 2 top 12 weeks in a row, but I just refuse. I won't.
And like no Debo on top of it, I think boosts Kittle. Where like if my thought process is with those San Francisco players, if there's anybody out of the major 4, you just like boost up to 3. So that means like Kittle's like a top 5 option this week. So I don't think I would play Schultz in any option of those 2. All right, and let's do. Ooh, here's a fun one. So do you guys have JT ranked as a top 12 option this week? Like I think that's a good kind of like counterpoint with. We have Zach Moss who's dealing with an injury, right? And he's not fully healthy. I don't know if he's playing or not. I'm assuming he is, but last I heard, I think
he is.
Schefter Rappaport was saying he's playing. Okay, so yeah, like JT,
exactly.
Yeah, and like we were talking about this on the show earlier this week, where like Jacobs just gets such a massive volume, like it's hard to rank him too low. But like, I'm personally just gonna go with the ceiling. Like I know Mike loves the ceiling with JT.
Ceilings,
woo! And like just Jacobs has just not been good, man. So like. I'll drop Jacobs to a point, but if I ever get just like a talented player like JT in the role, like I'm just gonna ride with JT.
Yeah, I agree with that. And Jacobs against Detroit this week. I mean that's a Monday night play. So I mean, if you have no one else to flex in Monday night too, you know I can go JT.
All right, this is a comment from Richard.
Richard.
We have Dallas Goedert or Darren Waller. I know my answer, but I'm curious to hear your guys' answer.
Tyrod has loved to target Waller, and I think the individual talent of Waller is better, so I'm going to roll with him. And also,
exactly,
I love ceilings.
You're like, I like winning my matchups.
Yeah, I don't like getting 5 points and feeling medium.
Right. And Aaron has told us like 1,000 times. I don't think Dallas Goedert's ever been above the tight end 10 in the season in his career. So yep, exactly. So yeah, I see where you at on this one.
With full PPR, I think Waller. I just think he'll get more receptions. But I mean, Goddard could have a better game, but it could be a better game just because he finds the end zone, not necessarily because he has more receptions or yards. So I think Waller is the one you want to go with here.
Yeah, and I like his usage had shifted so much. I think him and like Laporta almost had like the same exact stat line on the season, which is kind of crazy to think about because I started Darren Waller at the beginning of the year and it was rough, and I was like, I gotta get out of this. I can't do this anymore. And now he's just been on fire. So yeah,
he's technically your best receiving option on that team, right? So I mean, Goddard has some options that he got to go with. So Waller's going to get fed regardless. Goddard, it could be the third quarter and he may not have a target. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Right. And like the thing about Tyrod is he's pushing it downfield, which Daniel Jones wasn't doing, and that's opening up Waller. So like you love seeing that. So as long as Tyrod's the quarterback, like I'm pretty confident in Darren Waller the rest of the year, which is, I didn't think I'd ever say that.
Nothing like having Tyrod Taylor to add confidence to you.
Yeah, it's just he's like not taking this. He's the opposite of Sam Howell, right? He's like not taking sacks, just not the negative plays. He's just getting it out on time and he's pushing downfield. So like that's that's a win. All right, this one's for
I don't know if Aaron's looking at us or not. Couldn't tell.
Yeah, that'd be funny if he was just sleeping under the mask.
This one's actually start. This is a 3-part question. This is supposed to be start 2 of these running backs.
Okay. So like start, and then the second part. Okay, I got you.
Start 2 running backs, start 2 receivers, and then flex 3 of the remaining guys that you didn't take.
Jesus, this is the guy's entire team. All right.
Yeah. So hold on.
So we got we have Bijan, we have DeAndre Swift, Kenneth Walker, Jahmyr Gibbs, Javonte Williams. Pick 2 running backs.
I think I like Walker. Gibbs.
Ooh,
Why not Bijan?
I just think his ceiling's limited by Algier and by the guy in the top left corner. I don't know. I want to wait and see it. I'm sick of just getting 10 points from him every week. So Jesse up there isn't playing him the way he should be. I just think Walker has higher upside. And is David Montgomery out today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
he's
so
out.
that's why I was going with Gibbs.
And also, Kenneth Walker is playing one of the best run defenses in America. But
I don't care.
okay, cool.
I have
I
Bijan, I think 4th in this group. I would have played Swift over him too.
I think Bijan. I mean, he got 1 carry last week. I think this is just—it's gonna be something that fantasy managers are gonna bench him because of that. Like they're upset and watch him
It's
get
a
like
mistake.
carries and just do work. And it's. I think Bijan is a play here. I think you gotta go with him, and I like Walker, man. That they're using him regardless if it's the best, run defense in the league right now.
For
Walker
fantasy points, why I started to interrupt you, SC, they're actually only the 20th best. They're middle of the pack, the Cleveland. They're much better in real life than they are for fantasy all around.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but when we talk about that, that's from checkdowns that a lot of guys are getting and passing usage, which Walker isn't exactly known for. So.
He's had a couple of games with a handful of checkdowns, but anyways,
he's been.
I
involved.
want to avoid Bijan until he proves it. But so who are we going with?
I'm going Bijan Gibbs.
I would say Bijan Gibbs though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also playing Bijan and Gibbs. Like Gibbs is the guy I have highest of all of these guys. So like, and listen, I just told Bijan he had to grow a mustache. So if he starts growing that mustache, he's gonna get that work. So we'll see that happen. It's gonna happen. But yeah, I'll go Bijan Gibbs.
As long as Montgomery's out, Gibbs is in your lineup.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
like you have to play him.
Part 2.
All right, and then here's part 2. We got to start 2 of these wide receivers. Jesus.
Cup.
All right. So Cup's like I feel like it's just the first 2, like realistically, but we have Cup, we have Adam Thielen, DeAndre Hopkins, George Pickens, Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Jordan Addison, and Zay Flowers. Pick 2 wide receivers.
Cup, Pickens, or Flowers? You're going to make me pick one. Give me Flowers.
I think Cup Thielen.
Yeah. Are you not playing Thielen, Mike?
No. He's old. It's another week that Mingo's getting ingrained in the offense. He's been hyper-targeted because they didn't have anybody else on this team, and as the offense moves along and Bryce develops more, he can't hyper-target Thielen anymore. So he's a big sell high for me, and I'm sitting him this week.
I agree 100% on the sell high, but I mean, I think you want to start him against the Texans team right now. I think Thielen's someone that, he'll still get those targets this week and he can get you a big game. I won't say Cup, it's hard to tell right now, Puka and Cup. Like one could go off, one could go not. They can both go off. So I'll say you go with Addison here against Green Bay. I just think this is a good matchup for him and that he can have a pretty big game this week.
Yeah, I will say Thomas Brown, who's taking over the full-time offensive coordinator duties, said he's going to go with what has worked all season, and that's the only thing that has worked. And then he's going to change up some things. So, like, I still expect Thielen to be heavily involved in this offense. So, like, until I see otherwise, I'm going to start Thielen. But, yeah, if you were worried about it, you could go with, like, any one of these guys, and I think it'd be fine. Like, Pickens is a great play, or Addison, like
so
you're talking about.
assuming we've started Bijan and Gibbs, and then Cup. Flex 3 of the remaining people. Obviously, it's going to be different for all of us because we all started a different second receiver. But so, who are the 3 you have to start out of? Bijan, Gibbs, and Cup are the 3 we've already started. So
then we got like Walker. You could play Swift. You play Thielen, Addison.
So I would have put Thielen in as my second receiver. So my 3 flexes here are Swift, Walker, and I think I want to go Javonte in the weather.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea, actually.
But that might be batshit crazy is what it might be.
Yeah, I just don't know if they're going to – like, those snow games are weird like that where, like, usually some running back can bust a big play or whatever, but it's just sloppy and ugly. So, yeah, I'll probably go Thielen as my second wide receiver, and then I would do Addison. I would do Walker – and probably Swift or Pickens, actually.
I'm going. Oh, you go, Essie.
I was just saying, do Thielen, Swift, and Addison for me. I'm pretty sure DK's back, so.
And you're leaving Walker on the bench?
Yeah, well, I would have Walker in there probably with Bijan, or I said Bijan and Gibbs. No, shit. Hold on.
There's so many players.
Yeah,
it's a good problem to have. Like this team's very like top heavy with players.
The running backs, I mean Walker or Swift, start either of them. I like them. But like Thielen's in there for sure. And I'm not mad at Ashton or Flowers, so I'll say Thielen.
This is a dynasty team. I know this is my dynasty team. You were setting my dynasty lineup. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, you're just gonna ignore us and play who you want to play anyway.
Here's what you gotta do: you sell Thielen, and then you start Swift, Walker, and Addison.
No, there's no. I've tried. There's 4 teams who are out of the playoffs right now and are sellers. Nobody else is selling, and the 4 teams I've already picked over, and that's how I have this roster. There's no opportunity to buy or sell here.
There's like a handful of like 3 teams you could probably sell Thielen to if you're gonna sell him in dynasty. So it's like you better, but like I'll just write him out. And then for your this is your tight end situation, right? So yeah, like I'm playing Kittle. Like I'm not overthinking it. I'm just going Kittle. Like,
yeah, don't be cute. But also go ahead and go sell D Hop for a bag of donuts or 12 fab.
Tried, can't get anything for him.
Sell him for $3.
Thielen, it's like a 3rd round getting offered.
Some for $3 a fab in 2027.
You're like, listen, he's just gonna die on my roster. It is what it is. It's like,
looks like
and then your quarterbacks.
No, these aren't mine. Oh no, no, these aren't mine. These aren't mine. No, mine were done. Mine was the 3
Okay, this is somebody else's. Okay,
yeah.
Lamar, not close.
You gotta start 2.
Bro,
Lamar twice, not close.
I think that's. Can I get all of the Lamars, please? Yeah, I think this. I don't know why you would go this far down with like. I just don't trust Howell. Like we've seen it. The sack issues. He's just not a good quarterback. Like it's just. I don't want to go Howell. So like we're just gonna skip that. Ooh, we got a question from Bryce in here. All right, so we got to pick 3. We got Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk, Christian Kirk, or Adam Thielen.
Purdy's in, right? So I'm gonna go Ayuk.
Yeah, Thielen's playing for me too.
Ayuk and Kirk are must starts. Yeah. I will be damned before I start Adam Thielen over Devontae Adams. So Devontae Adams.
Yeah, you could. Like I might bench Kirk here.
Well, you got Kirk playing the Pittsburgh Swiss cheese secondary.
I know it's tough. Like I feel like whoever I sit, I'm gonna be pissed because they're gonna go off. Like that's how I feel about this. I don't think there's a bad situation with all these 4 guys, honestly.
Yeah, again, Adams with that Monday night. That's hard though. I mean, Garoppolo's healthy, right? He's pretty sure he's playing.
Garoppolo's playing. They're playing the Lions. They might be behind early.
Yeah, like I mean, I guess you could talk yourself into benching Ayuk, but I don't know. This is actually a good question.
I'm benching.
Like I am personally just Devontae Adams. I just can't bench him. Like I can't get myself to do it. Like there's just no way I'll do it. Like I know how I'm gonna play this. So like Adams is just gonna be in there no matter what. And like that might be the wrong answer, but that's how I would go about doing this. And then I would just play Thielen, and then I'd probably bench for Kirk, man. It just sucks.
Bench Thielen.
A later game. What's their Adams is tomorrow. Thielen is in the morning. Then I'm trying to think.
Ayuk's the 1:00 game. They're playing the second slate of games. It's like Cincy, San Francisco.
So Kirk and Thielen, and if you're up heavy, then I would be like, let's just go Adams because even if it doesn't get the target, you can still win. But if not, I think I just might. I like party with Ayuk right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, it's just a tough answer. Like it's
Yeah. It's hard to
Man,
get
hard
Adams. It really is, because he can get 17 targets in a game and 100 yards and like 2 TDs. But again, Myers has been hot, so I don't know.
Yeah, like it's just I don't have a good answer on this one. Like I'm gonna be upset whoever I bench in this situation. Like I want to play all these guys. So like ideally I would have the fourth guy into my flex. Whatever your team is, like my fourth guy is gonna be my flex of these. Or if you know what I'm saying. So like that's the way I would go about it. But if you guys bench one, then yeah. All right, we got the Joker in the house. Oh, this is gross. Like I'm just gonna say it. Like yeah. So are you guys starting Darrell Henderson or are you playing Najee Harris here? Like I feel like you gotta play Najee, but
I hate this question.
I hate this so much. Like no, I'm fuck Najee. I'm done. Get out. I just can't do it with Najee. I can't do it with Najee, man. I'm sorry.
Henderson plays the number 1 ranked defense against
Najee.
fantasy running backs.
Yeah, that's not true. But Najee,
Dallas?
yeah,
they're playing Jacksonville.
Best.
Oh, you're talking about Henderson.
What is Dallas ranked on Sleeper? They have him ranked as the worst matchup. But I don't know where Sleeper gets the rankings.
Those are sleeper. Those are specific to your league settings. That's why.
Yeah, so they mix and match them. Yeah, like I'm just gonna go Henderson. Like I can't do it with Najee, man. I'm so fresh right now. There's certain players I'm like, no, thank you. Like Najee's one of those guys. I just don't see a ceiling. Like he needs a touchdown. Like that's what I mean.
What is Darrell Henderson's ceiling against Dallas?
Yeah, I think Najee has to be here, man.
7 carries for 4 yards, 3 catches for 7 yards.
He doesn't love that ceiling, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know what Henderson's ceiling is. Like, what's his best case scenario against
Zach
Dallas?
Evans.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think it's just he's in a much better offense.
I
don't trust that. But yeah, like you can go to it's a gross answer either way you look at it. Like both these guys are splitting work. One's in a better offense, but like Najee's gonna get the goal line work at least. That's gonna happen. So it's just like what's the ceiling? 15 points for either one of these guys? Like
I think Najee's ceiling is 15 points and Darrell Henderson's ceiling is 11 points.
Najee, you might get more receptions or more targets for Najee too, or Darrell
maybe
he's not.
Yeah, it's gross.
This is gross. Yeah,
give me Najee.
How your villain arcs are clicking between these guys.
Give me Najee.
Yeah. And also, Stroud. Yeah, Stroud. Definitely playing Stroud.
Do you see this? What's going on? Nobody's seen that in my background. I come out in the living room. He's got the podcast on the big screen in the front room, and he's sitting there with his strobe light flashing it through the window or through the door so you can see him in the background. I'm sitting there for like 2 minutes. I'm going, what is going on in my background? It's my 9-year-old trolling us with the podcast.
What a hero. I think you have to start Stroud, but Love has a great matchup this week.
Yeah. I just hate talking myself into great matchups with not so good players. Like that's the whole Jordan Love thing. Like I'll do this with running backs too. Like we kind of do with Darrell Henderson, right? Same thing. But like I can't play with Love over Stroud. I just can't do it.
I'm reading Jack's comments. He's become the master of segues here, man. That's elite level stuff. Actually, okay, before we get to the next one, I've got a couple of questions, and this is actually not my team. But so you're gonna help me set a user's lineup. We've got wide receiver, we got to start 2. Flowers, London, Higgins, or JSN. Start 2.
Not JSN.
Yeah, he's benched.
Bench 1 of Flowers, London, Higgins. I'm starting Flowers, and then
I'm probably playing London over Higgins, but
okay. Flowers and London.
Flip a coin. I mean, give me Higgins because I think that. I mean, it's not even a ceiling play. I just think he's a better player with a better quarterback.
Even against San Francisco, that doesn't worry you?
I mean, what's
Tennessee?
Yeah, what's a worse matchup, playing against San Francisco or playing with Desmond Ridder?
Touche.
Yeah, so like Tennessee's defense is just awful against the pass, so that's why I'm going to play London.
So Flowers, what do you want? See London or Higgins?
I might go Higgins just because, man, it's hard. With whatever is going on in Atlanta, I don't know. So yeah, I think London may be safer because he could get that target share, but you have the better quarterback situation with Higgins, and I just think he's due for an explosion week, right? And I think that could be something too. So.
Okay, so I'll put Higgins and Flowers in there. Start 1 running back. This is Walker pretty easy.
Well, what's the question?
Schultz or Taysom Hill?
Walker,
Schultz?
Yeah, Schultz, I guess, but like Taysom's been kind of involved lately. Like I don't mind shooting your shot for the ceiling if you want to go Taysom Hill this week.
And
Yeah,
that leaves that leaves London as the flex, unless you prefer JSN, Moss, Warren, or Freeman or Roshan.
No.
London.
No,
London?
I'm playing London. Yeah, I'm playing London.
All right, sorry. Continue back to the questions. I got that one sent to me on Twitter.
All right, we got one for Haran. Javonte, Foreman, or Ridley, and you have to bench one of these three guys. I'm personally benching Foreman here.
Yeah, I'm benching Foreman too.
Yeah, Foreman.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rosan, we just don't know. If Rosan was out, I'd play Foreman over Javonte probably.
Yeah,
What did
same.
you guys say? I heard you asking the question, and then I lost the feed for some reason.
So we're all benching Foreman. Are you benching Foreman, or are you going to bench either one of Ridley or Javonte?
No, I think I'm benching Foreman until I know the situation.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of in agreement. It's just like there's a really low floor with him. And like with Ridley, the floor is super low. He just hasn't been involved, but like you just have to bet on the talent with him. Like if they're down behind by a lot and like Roshan takes over the passing work, which we expect, like it could be a really bad game for Foreman. All right, from Alex, we have start one, Calvin Ridley. Are we gonna go Pittman or Foreman here? I'm probably gonna start Pittman, but
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start Ridley, and I feel gross about it.
You should.
Oh, I thought it could be more Foreman than Ridley's a start. No, I'll probably go Ridley here. I mean, it's just same thing. He's due for it, right? So I think Ridley over Pittman. But Pittman might be the guy that's just getting the mad targets from Minshew. But
Or he's getting followed by Lattimore.
could be. It's very much that. Like
Just saying things.
Is that, and like Pittman's a bigger wide receiver, and like that's where Matt Lattimore thrives. Like he struggles against more guys. So like
I don't know.
yeah, like you can talk yourself into it. I'm just not. With Ridley is I hate the way they're using him. Like they're scheming him up to get Kirk catches, and that sucks. He just live on the outside, so I don't. Yeah, like you could go either one, and I'll go Pittman.
I'm not starting discount Mike Evans against Mike Evans' nemesis.
He sees him walk into the field. He's like, "Oh, there's that guy. That's my guy." Right there.
I love that one. It's like you're playing pickup basketball, and you're like, "I got him."
That was harsh.
Ooh, I do love Jackson. Wait, that's pretty good. So yeah, with Aaron's close encounters of the third kind, he's wondering, should he have a close encounter with Josh Downs or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
Yeah, just more by a lot, by more than you think.
Ooh.
That's just so cheesy. Love it. So I actually think they're pretty close this week, but yeah, it's even with Tyson Bagent, like you saw how it worked out. It's just you kind of just have to bet on DJ Moore here.
I have him at 18 and 34, so DJ Moore.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, this is a fun question. I think we kind of answered a little bit already, but Jalen Waddle or Jordan Addison? And we don't know the
Waddle, baby, Waddle, baby, Waddle, baby, Waddle.
The Penguins.
Waddle. You want to do the penguin dance? It's too good. I like with Addison. Like projections actually have him higher, but like I'm taking Waddle. So yeah, I'm going Waddle over Addison. All right, we got a question from Richard. Can Thielen continue to produce the top 10 rate? Yes, he can.
No, he cannot.
Who's he going to start? See, so we're going to be split on this one. Like, I'm very much on the Thielen. So you can take it either way, like how you want to see these, right? So, like, Mike Snell,
Richard, who do you like more? Do you like me or Jesse more? That's your answer.
There you go. Do you like Arthur Smith? That's the question. If you like Arthur Smith, then you go with Thielen. If you hate him, like most of us, then you go Amari Cooper here. Like, I just in this, I don't with whatever they got at quarterback right now. Like, it's hard to just trust Amari Cooper.
It is a terrible matchup for Amari Cooper on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's on the road or because it's Seattle?
Because it's a bad matchup and because it's on the road. So
yeah, like if the Witherspoon's dude, like he's really good. So if he's taking on Amari Cooper, like it's gonna be trouble for Cooper. Like he'll see the targets, but it'd just be super inefficient. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Thielen over Amari Cooper. And we got one from the Fantasy RPG, aka Mike. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Jordan Addison. I think I'm probably just gonna bench Olave between the two.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's weird. Olave is just playing with a bad quarterback. So is Garrett Wilson. But Garrett Wilson seeing more targets. It's like, who would have thought Derek Carr and Zach Wilson would be the same sentence? But here we are. And I think Addison's the must start of the three of these guys. You got to start Addison, and then pick and choose. But yeah, I'm gonna bench Olave over the three.
Jeez, you want some free money? Go on underdog. The over/under prop for Sam Howell is 3.5 sacks. That seems like free square, right?
Yeah, has he had less than?
Wait. I wanna go back a second. Why is Seattle a bad matchup for wide receivers?
For fantasy wide receivers, they're allowing second worst. They're only allowing 19.2 points per game to opposing wide receivers.
Where are you pulling that? I'm on lineups right now, and it's saying that they're allowing.
I'm pulling it directly from Fantasy Pros points per game allowed. That's where I pull my stats for my matchup charts.
It's just weird that different sites have different things for that. But okay, cool.
Yeah, like you can go to NFL and the way they calculate it's a little bit different too. So yeah, you have to be careful of where you're pulling your data from. But yeah, agreed. It is. So like if you go to fantasy points against and wide receivers, like Seattle's top 4 on NFL.com. Like they give up 42. So this is the whole thing. Like I don't know how we get such a massive difference on that. But like they've been like
you have it sorted to wide receivers, correct?
Yep, receiving stats allowed to wide receivers. They have If
you go on Sleeper, they're rated as the worst opponent. They come up as number 1 against the pass or against receivers on DK for me.
Is it green or is it red?
Red 1.
I'm on Sleeper on a league with not weird scoring, and it says 20th.
So like
it's all over the place.
Here, they're top 10 in targets allowed. They're like top. It looks like 15 in yards allowed, and they've given up 8 touchdowns to wide receivers. So, like, when you put all that together, they're going to be higher than everyone else, and, like, that's the thing. But, like, Witherspoon is really good, so, like, that's what I'm betting on.
Everybody go to your Sleeper and type in DK Metcalf and see what you have come up.
DK Metcalf is not playing the Seahawks. He is playing for the Seahawks. Pull up Amari Cooper and put in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on NFL.com.
I'm clicking on DK. Oh my god.
Oh my word.
The Seahawks are a good matchup for fantasy. You should target them, but PJ Walker is bad at football. I'm still starting Thielen.
My apologies to Mike here. My bad. I'm dealing with several technical difficulties on my end, and I didn't hear the whole thing. Thank you.
He's thinking about that money heist. He's got to make that money heist later. So no, we're good.
He's 7 steps ahead.
No, I'm 3 questions behind is what I am. I'm looking at one of the questions on the side and answering a question we've already answered. My bad. Okay, we're talking Amari Cooper, correct?
Yep.
I have the Seahawks as the 13th best matchup for
that makes way more sense. All right,
according
cool.
to Fantasy Pros, and let's see what they come up as on this. Good God.
All right.
While you're doing that, we're gonna pull up Benson's question. Jacoby or Amari?
Checks out. You're good.
Jacoby.
Yeah, like this is the thing. Like you really have to be conservative. Yeah, ceiling exactly right. Curiously enough, though, I do think like Amari has a decent ceiling. I just like he's all over the place with PJ Walker. Like he's gonna have to basically take one of those to the house, which could be possible. But yeah, like I trust Jacoby. He's been a stud like all year, and I'm a Jacoby guy, so we go Jacoby.
Oh God, I hate this next question already.
Yeah, it's from Audie.
No.
Gus Najee or Palmer QJ? Oh, what the? Ooh, this must be a deep league. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm definitely taking Palmer.
Start 1, right? I'm assuming.
Like the way it's phrased, it's like you're choosing between each of them. So like
it's a trade.
Oh, it could be. If it's a trade, I'll just take the
Gus Najee side.
Yeah, if it's a trade,
like,
drop them all and add someone off waivers.
Yeah, I think fun thing is like I bet you Palmer's the best producer of this entire group the rest of the season. But like,
for this week, it's Gus by a mile, right?
I'll take the DK Metcalf side because he is the best matchup.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna choose DK in every fucking question. It doesn't matter.
Just got DK on the brain.
I'm just taking DK Metcalf in every one of these questions. That's my answer. I see Akers versus Roshan. I want DK.
If it's a sit start, I'm gonna start Guts, and then the wide receivers, I'll just do a Palmer. Like I'll just do it that way because like
he needs one. He says I need.
Oh, he needs one. Gus. I'm playing Gus. Like that matchup is prime. He could get multiple touchdowns and like he could just steamroll his way to a big day. And then then I would have a Palmer, then Najee, then QJ is how I would have these guys ranked.
Start DK over all of them.
Yeah. And just watch. Just Gus gets a million points, DK 5.
I hear he has a good matchup. Is that Sting asleep?
No,
he's just hiding.
I'm looking. My line.
Susan.
Cam Akers or Roshan Johnson. Interestingly enough, they're both in timeshare splitting work. Good luck with this situation.
One of them's good, one of them's not. Give me Roshan.
It's
one of them has a good matchup. One of them's got the 5th best matchup. One of them has the 6th worst. But I mean, don't trust me on that. That could just be. I could be reading DK Metcalf.
Roshan does seem safer, which is obviously coming off of like a 2-week concussion layoff and stuff like that. But
I don't know if safer is the word you want to use, but
big rest of season Roshan. Because I mean, if he's healthy,
Yeah.
there's a chance he just takes over that backfield. Where Akers, if Madison's healthy, it's just gonna be a split share all the way through.
Yeah,
I don't see
give me
Akers
Roshan.
being top.
I kind of think both these guys could take over the backfields, but like I'm more confident in Roshan's talent than I am Akers, and that's what sways me to Roshan.
Yeah, I mean, Akers did kind of have like a breakout-ish game as far as his usage last week. Like he got way more carries, he was way more involved in the offense. I wonder if that trend continues. I still prefer Roshan, but I am saying like there's an argument for Akers.
Yeah.
Package them together and trade them for DK.
Yeah.
Man.
I want somebody to get DK live on the show. It's going to be hilarious. All right.
Get up a bit. We got 10 minutes left.
All right. So we got to start 3. Jacoby Myers, Jalen Waddle, Calvin Ridley, or Zay Flowers. Who are you benching?
Bench Ridley.
Yeah. I think that's the play. We're benching Ridley on this one.
Yeah.
All right. Start
Jeremy
2.
It's not nearly as fun to say bench Ridley when Jeremy's not in the stream.
Okay.
I just see that look of shame in his eyes when I say it.
Yeah.
He's so excited to week 1. But all right, so we got to start 2 here. Christian Kirk, Zay Flowers, or Marquise Brown. Who are you benching of these 3?
Hollywood. Sid Hollywood.
Yeah. Like Josh Dobbs is turning into a full-blown pumpkin. Like he's the worst kind. And we know who he is. The defense is caught back on. So yeah, like Kirk's a stud matchup. Zay's got a stud matchup. You play both those guys and he's rolling it. Or he also says or Romeo Dobbs, but I'm not playing Romeo Dobbs either. That doesn't
rustle my jimmies.
No, not at all. Not at all. There is no ceiling there, so we're just gonna move it on.
No.
All right. Evan wants to know Mayer or Logan Thomas.
Mayer.
Oh, yeah. Like if Jimmy G's playing, I'm going Mayer 100%. Like I just, that's the thing. So like I'll caveat it by saying Jimmy G's a starter quarterback, you go Mayer, and if he's not, then you could talk yourself into Logan Thomas if you want, but his role is up or down too. But
when talking about medium tight ends, I really like to look at matchups. And Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong here. Detroit is the best matchup for a tight end right now. So
why did they play DK Metcalf?
No, probably not. But give me Mayer for a good matchup compared to the Eagles, who are also probably a solid matchup. But I think Mayer breakout's coming.
I have the matchup according to Fantasy Pros 3rd best, but it's by 0.2, so it's a matter of score. So yeah, it checks out.
And the Eagles have actually been pretty good against tight ends, so take that for what you will.
Cool.
All right. Brian Robinson or KJ Osborne? I feel like you got to go Robinson here because
no. Well, we got to take something into consideration here. You're a Vikings fan. You need to emotionally hedge. So if KJ Osborne has a bad game, you don't want that to also hurt your fantasy team. Put Brian Robinson in.
Yes, just don't deal with it. And then they also want to know Deontay Johnson or Jalen Warren.
Deontay Johnson.
Deontay. Jalen Warren has no ceiling. It's just the same situation. It's like no ceiling. You get 8 to 10 points and you just live with it.
Yep. Do you want 4 catches for 12 yards?
Yeah. Playing 45% of snaps. Start 1. Sam Howell, Derek Carr, Tyrod Taylor, or Desmond Ridder.
Draft better.
What is it, Scott Fishbowl?
If it was, I'd say Howell, but it's
brutal.
Howell and then Taylor probably. Like I don't know, man.
Start 1, like, Howell.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to rank them in my brain, and I'm like,
I don't want Tayller against the Jets.
Yeah,
I don't. Who's Ridder playing? Atlanta is Tennessee. Don't want.
Carr has the Colts.
It's not a bad matchup.
I think it's Howell or Carr for me, but I'm going Howell.
I'm a known Howell hater, and I still think I'm going Howell.
Yeah, I think you just got to go with Howell here and hope it works out. All right. Mega Brick also wants to know, start just one in full PPR. T. Higgins, Josh Palmer, or we're not even going to talk about Dotson.
T.
It's between Higgins and Palmer here.
Palmer.
It's T.
T.
I mean, the reason why I guess not Palmer is because he's questionable right now and they have a later game. So,
you know,
if you don't have anyone to flex in there, then no. But I would go Palmer, man. Palmer's being used in that offense right now. He's getting targets from Herbert. Higgins is, I don't know. Again, it's just something he's due for that explosion, and I just want to see it first. So I think Palmer's the safer one here.
Give me T.
T.
Yeah, T. I take it T. Well, as you said, especially you said like Palmer's questionable on top of it. Like I don't, that's an injury as well. So I'll just take T and just not worry about it. And the third question for Mega Brick is full PPR, Cole Kmet or freaking Higbee. I hate both these tight ends. Like this is
Higbee has the better matchup, but I still want to go Cole Kmet.
Yeah, Kmet.
Yeah, man.
We know what Higbee is, right?
You know Higbee's
I mean,
on the
Kmet's
field,
kind of
though,
the
which
same.
hurts. Like Higbee seeing like over 90% of snaps every game. But
Yeah, but there's snaps in the Bears. He had 89% of snaps for 0 points last week.
He's on the field for 98% of snaps, and he's like tight end 45.
Yeah,
Go
There's bad
Mega
tight
Brick.
ends that play a lot.
Go to your waiver wire, take a screenshot of it, tag us on Twitter. We will help you find a waiver option instead.
Yeah, you got like 4
And
minutes.
6 minutes. Yeah, we got 6 minutes. Make it happen, Mega Brick. We will.
I'm refreshing. I got you.
Just like constantly, like, come on, Mega Brick, I need it.
Mega Brick,
All
I'm
right,
here for you.
This is going to be one of those ones where the comment's going to click post right as Jesse hits end stream because that's how 4 shows in a
Right
row.
as we're closing up. All right, start 3, 12 team PPR. Puka Nacua, Jalen Waddle, Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, Devonta Smith, Josh Downs, Rashi Rice, Tank Dell. A lot of options here. I think
Puka and Waddle are
is
locks,
for
right?
Sure. Yeah, Puka Waddle for sure. And then for me, it's between Wilson and Smith.
probably. I'd throw Terry in there too. Terry's been really good lately.
I want the first 3.
yeah.
No, I don't. I want Devonta Smith. Sorry. That's a close. There's 2 easy ones, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puka's the auto lock. Like he's far above everybody. And then I'll play Jalen. And I'll personally play Terry as my third wide receiver. But you can play any of those next 3.
I was going to say, give me Terry because I think they're going to get down, and he's just going to get 12 targets for 6 catches.
We'll be on that. So yeah, we all basically all playing Puka and Jalen, and then we're all kind of different on third guy. But yeah, makes sense. All right.
Terry.
Well, we caught up to all our questions. We got it.
Lovely.
All right. So hey, we made it through. We got a few minutes left. I'm gonna go check our lineups really quick. Make sure there's nobody I forgot to start because that seems to happen every week on the show. I'll like check my lineups 10:01, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a guy I'm missing. I'm like, damn it, not gonna play this week.
No.
Exactly, happens every time. I think I started a guy, it doesn't happen. It's like, oh well, whatever. All right, let's check through anything on here. All right, so and let's see. Here we go. I'm going to roll Howell, Higgins, and Kmet. I drafted Fields. LOL. Yeah, I feel you, buddy.
Riddle.
And he says he's got CMC with the number 3 draft pick. Well, that worked out pretty well for you.
Who's on his tight end
Who's
waiver
on?
wire?
Yeah, who's on your
Who's your
tight end
tight ends?
waiver
That's
wire?
what
We
we're
got
looking
5
for.
minutes. We can
got
do
some
this
minutes.
for you.
Just type them in the chat.
Yeah. Well, no, he's showing us his roster.
No,
We're just turning into a roster.
Give us your
breakdown.
tight ends.
We got a few minutes if you want. Not the Cole Kmet. Watch Cole Kmet goes off and is the tight end 1 this week. We're like, hey, you know what? That's how it goes sometimes.
That happens every time I tell someone to bench Taysom Hill. He puts up 42.
Oh man.
All right. Logan Thomas or Cole Kmet? I mean,
Kmet.
yeah, I guess. This is in the area of tight ends where it's like I don't really care. I don't want to start any of these guys, to tell you the truth. But you have to pick, so I guess Kmet. But man, Logan Thomas looked good earlier in the year. He's kind of fallen off. It's more just these guys are up and down.
You sound like you have issues.
Give me Logan Thomas.
Yeah. Basically, like sure with these 2 guys, it doesn't matter. All right, so he's got.
Go get Gerald Everett right now. Put him in your
Ertz is
lineup.
out, isn't he?
Ertz is on IR.
Ertz is on IR. Henry don't know.
I like Henry and Everett way more than
I like
Kmet.
Musgrave more than all of them. He also has
But he's
Conklin and Musgrave.
Yeah, he's an injury guy. Yeah, Everett,
I would go
guess.
Musgrave. Yeah, they said Conklin and Musgrave also. Everett's questionable right now.
I think he's in line to play. They said game time decision, so
It's week 8.
I'm just going to
Everybody's
default to
questionable.
Kmet here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got Conklin Musgrave too. So yeah, I mean,
go snag.
I'll just snag Musgrave and just stash him, and then I would just play Kmet and just roll with it.
What?
Because
I would start Musgrave over Kmet this week.
Well, he's dealing with an injury. Like, is he 100% or
Is
like,
he? He's
I
an
don't know.
ankle, but he's fine.
Yeah, it's an egg. He's playing. Bring up the other
Yeah.
question.
All right. So we got start 3: Jalen Waddle, Jordan Addison, Drake London, Jacoby Myers, Michael Pittman.
Waddle,
And we have
Addison.
3 minutes for this.
And I'm sitting London for sure. I think it's Waddle, Addison, and
Myers
Pittman
probably.
for me, but Myers is close.
Yeah,
Give me
I'd say Myers.
Waddle, Addison or London, and Myers.
Okay. So Waddle, Addison, Myers is pretty much consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Uh,
We got one from Jesus
Ooh,
Christian
Jesus.
or Zay Flowers.
I don't want to let you down.
If we decide wrong, I go say Flowers.
Oh, man.
I might go Kirk here.
I think Kirk, man. He's getting it. Flowers is too, don't get me wrong, but
Don't punish us too bad for this answer. So let's hope so. Yeah, I'm gonna play Kirk against Pittsburgh.
Give me
Roll that.
Flowers.
Ooh, so we are split. So we are sorry for this. We do not have a good answer for you, but
That means 2 of us will burn in hell.
No, that means, hey, start Kirk. I'm only saying Flowers because I'm a Steelers fan and I don't want Kirk to do good today.
there's the honesty.
He did say he
I mean,
did
they
do his rankings, and it was all based on personal bias. So
This is vibes this week. Normally
Yeah,
I have
I mean-
a pretty good rankings, and this week it's just vibes.
he's just
They
drafting
both have great
everyone
matchups.
this week.
Yep.
Zay gets Arizona, Kirk gets freaking Pittsburgh. Like, you want both these guys in your lineup, honestly. So
Yep.
it sucks you have to bench one of them. But yeah, good to go Kirk, even though Zay Flowers could blow up. So, yeah. All right, so we have 2 minutes left. We're getting through. We're hanging in there. We've made it. Yeah, we did. All right, and then this one's from SC in our chat. Ferguson or Njoku? Who are you guys playing?
Ferguson. Who are the matchups? We got what? The Rams and Seahawks?
Yeah, Njoku's playing Seattle.
Ferguson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ferguson. Like, Njoku's just been uninvolved. Like, it's been so disappointing.
Well, he did
Michael
burn his
Wilson
face
and
off.
Bateman.
That's true. He is going to the mask.
Wilson.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to go back. Give me Njoku on the last one and give me Wilson on this one.
All right, we got 1 minute, so let's get this one in. Goff or Burrow? I'm playing Burrow.
Burrow.
Who do the
Joff.
Lions,
Even though Goff is a damn good matchup.
who do the Lions
Give
have?
me David or Jared Joff.
Who do
They have the
the
Raiders.
Raiders? Goff.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, no, play Goff. He's playing Raiders, right? Yeah, switching it. Goff for the win. All right.
Cool. Let's go watch some football.
All right, yeah, that's it.
For those of you at home,
Minute left.
I
Get
was a
those
ceiling
lineup
fan.
decisions in.
I love
Yes.
ceilings.
Shoot for the ceiling. Thanks for joining us this week, and yeah, hopefully y'all win a lot of money and come back next week and tell us how much money you won,
And donate it
You're
to
right
us.
with it.
Goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not all burning in hell by then.
All right. Take care, folks. I hope y'all have a good week 8, and we'll see you tonight on the Sid Start Show. Or, I mean, the recap show. Jesus, I'm all over the place.